has been a challenging period for the entire humanity of the world. In India also, we faced a lot of crises in COVID, personal crisis in terms of people going away, health. But by God's grace, Gemini, we were able to manage COVID pretty effectively on a personal front, in the employees front and the families front, as well as on the business front. COVID period was a challenging period in terms of the risk factors, particularly the first and the second waves, but we saw the kind of commitment from the employees. Our factories ran full, and actually we really came out more strong after COVID. Gained in volumes, gained in market shares. So that was a challenge which we went through, and the resilience of the team really came in and stood. After COVID is over, we've seen the Ukraine war coming in, which was in February this year, which has posed a big challenge in the vegetable oils and overall commodity markets. Vegetable oils particularly because Ukraine and Russia are the largest producers of sunflower oil in the world and the largest exporters of sunflower oil. And we've been also buying a lot of oil, almost 80% of the oil was coming in from Ukraine. So that became a big challenge, and the prices of sunflower oil became disproportionately higher compared to other vegetable oils. And we being a sunflower oil company, definitely it was a challenge for us, but we've come out pretty well out of that, which I'm going to talk about it. Overall inflation in India has been a big concern. The government of India is very worried. Actually, even in US, Joe Biden is talking about inflation. Europe, people are talking about inflation. Debate is going on now whether food is more important or fuel is more important, because a lot of food is getting diverted into biofuels. So that is again a big debate going on. I mean, it's man-made, I would say, because a lot of money has been pumped in by the Western world. A lot of money supply, which is chasing commodities, so prices went up. Now they have realized, so they are cutting down, raising interest rates. So things are happening, and the Indian government was particularly worried. You know, I've been a part of our association, the Solvent Extractor Association team, where we gone and met the government several times. The concern on inflation was genuine. State governments were very worried. So I think, but that is all behind us. Things are beginning to now come to a reality, and the prices started falling. Hopefully they should come down more and become more affordable for the consumer. Gemini, our journey has been a 12-year journey. We started our first plant in 2010, so we've been 12 years. Our brand also is almost 12 years old. But in this 12 years, actually, even though it's 12-year-old company, Gemini, but I've always said one thing whenever I address people, that it's like an old wine in a new bottle. The team at Gemini has been together for more than 30 years. Chandrasekhar Reddy, you mentioned just now, the marketing head, we were together as colleagues in ITC more than 30 years ago. Likewise, so many people in Gemini have been together for more than 30 years. We were earlier in other companies. In this 12 years, Gemini has outperformed our peers way ahead on all parameters, whether it is growth in volumes, whether it is growth in top line, growth in bottom line, market shares. On all fronts, Gemini has outperformed all the peers in our edible oil sector. We launched our brand 12 years ago, like I mentioned, and we are present only in 4 states, which is the states of Andhra, Telangana, Orissa, and Karnataka. Despite that, we've been ranked #1 in market share in the entire country. Despite that. So only in 4 states. And of course, in these, out of the 4 states, 3 states, we are by far the leaders, you know. In Karnataka, we launched about 4 years ago, and we are now progressing there as well. In 2021-22, our top line was 10,500 crores with a volume of 770,000 metric tons annual volume. As a company, we believe in giving a sort of equal focus to all stakeholders, whether it is, one is the shareholders, that apart. We are talking of the value for money brand, which is a focus on consumers, where we believe that the consumers should get the right quality, the best qualities at the most affordable price. Starting from there, employees, today we are rated as amongst the great place to work. As an association, we've been ranked in that as a great place to work. And we compete with or compare with companies like Nestle, Hindustan Lever, Britannia, etc. We are up there in terms of employee satisfaction and enjoyment at workplace. We believe in relationship with suppliers, ancillaries, revenues to the government, and looking after our distributors and retailers. Make sure that all our distributors, retailers, our customers are interested in us. They get a good return on the investment that they make. That is why we have these people sticking with us for decades. You just seen our video of the plant. We can really boast of the best plants, not only in India, but anywhere in the world. They are automated. They have the high level of hygiene and quality control. So they are one of the best plants, and it obviously gives the best product and also most cost efficient. I think we would be by far the best or the highest spenders on CSR activity. We do a lot of CSR work on education, on housing for the poor, medical, social security, these Bharosa centers, which are now really, I would say, one of the biggest things which Telangana government has done for the support to the women who are facing atrocities. We are great sponsors for the Bharosa centers. Akshay Patra Foundation, which gives food, free food across schools. We are supporting them as an institution. Our shareholder, the largest shareholder is Golden Agri. It is one of the largest palm plantation company in Indonesia. They are a listed company in Singapore. And then we have a private equity investor by the name Proterra. So we have a good shareholder association who are experts in the business of vegetable oils. In about a year back, India Today ranked our brand Freedom as one of the top 5 brands in the country, not only in South India, in the country. So we are up there with the likes of Sundrop, Saffola, Fortune, and Patanjali. We were amongst the 5 brands which are the top brands. Business Standard ranked us a few months ago as one of the top, amongst the top 30 most valued companies in India, non-listed. We were number 6 out of the 30. So we are the 6th most valued company in the non-listed category. Overall growth in the vegetable oils is still very robust. India still has a lot of catching up to do with the rest of the world. Our per capita is still lower than the world average. And within the edible oils growth, which is happening in India, the branded edible oils is growing even faster. So there is a great future as a branded oil player with the brand fully entrenched, with market leadership. You definitely have an advantage in terms of an entry barrier. You provide, others cannot enter so easily in this space. So it gives an edge, and the growth is still guaranteed in the edible oil business. At least for the next 5 to 7 years, India will grow double digit in the branded edible oil space. We are focusing on our existing states of Andhra, Telangana, Orissa, and Karnataka. And over the next 4-5 years, we are going to get into other states like Tamil Nadu, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand, which are on the northern and the southern side of the east coast of India, where our plants are located. So if that means more plants, definitely more plants will be there. We may be looking at a project in Telangana as well. We are sort of filed a prospectus, a draft prospectus for an IPO for 2,500 crores. I think that's public knowledge. So major person exiting is the private equity investor who will be exiting. And this is an offer for sale. It is not a primary issue. So money is not coming in the company. The shareholders are selling. Our brand's Freedom brand is present across categories, across oils. It is not only sunflower. I mean, mostly people understand Freedom as a sunflower oil, but we have mustard, we have groundnut, we got rice bran. We are also into palm and super palm oil variants. And we are also the largest spenders on advertising and marketing in our states, which is what has made Freedom as the #1 brand in the country.
For the last 2 years, edible oil industry has going through lot of volatility in prices because of COVID-19. It is mainly labor crisis, weather crisis, and also the Ukraine-Russia war. The prices really have more than doubled, but of late they are softening. Supplies are improving. But during the COVID time, the consumers were looking for more hygienically prepared brands, quality brands that they trust. And during these difficult times also, the Freedom brand, during the India Today Ipsos survey, it has been recognized as the top 5 brands. And in our company Gemini Edibles also, during the last 2 years, has performed as the one of the top growing company in the non-listed companies. As of year 21-22, our Freedom brand stood number 1 by volumes on all India in sunflower category. On this occasion, we would like to thank our dealers and our retailers, and more so our consumers who have imposed a lot of trust. And Freedom also is into other variants like groundnut, mustard, rice bran, which are also growing, which are also getting the patronage of the consumers. Thank you.
Freedom, we are very proud that our oil is now, our sunflower oil is now the number 1 ranked selling oil in India. This is as per Nielsen. So this is a journey of the last 12 years. We've grown gradually state by state. We are now the number 1 selling brand in the states of Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, and we are number 3 in Karnataka and gradually increasing our market share over there. It's been a journey where we have tried to provide at the best possible prices, the best quality oil, the best product, best packaging to our consumers, and we are very grateful and happy that they have supported us, and we have reached this level thanks to all their support, and of course our various stakeholders, be it our employees, be it our suppliers, be it the service providers. So we thank you to everyone, and we want to keep growing on this journey and keep growing our presence across the country. We currently, our refining capacity is about 2,615 metric tons per day. In the previous financial year, we sold about 770,000 metric tons of oils. We intend, of course, as with increasing market shares, increasing presence, to evaluate setting up new refineries, which we are looking at in the state of Telangana, setting up a new refinery. So hopefully in the next 2 years we will be able to commission that. We are planning entries, and we are entering the states of Chhattisgarh, in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and then over the next 5 years we will go up further east towards West Bengal, Jharkhand, Bihar, eastern Uttar Pradesh. It is 2,615 metric tons per day is the current production capacity that we have. Well, in the consumptions in both the states of, if I look only at sunflower oil within the states of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, it is about 60,000 metric tons per month is the total consumption in these states. Sunflower oil is mainly consumed in the southern part of India, and we have very hardcore sunflower oil consumers in these states. Of course, at Freedom we are present in other oils as well, like rice bran, mustard, groundnut oil. I think if I tell you that secret, it will not be a secret anymore. So, but see, the recipe, there are multiple things that go into it. It is the commitment of the people, number 1. We have a fantastic team. It will be the management. It will be the suppliers, the service providers, your reputation as a company, and the brand that you build. And I think overall, above all that, you need God's grace. Of course, it's a competitive marketplace. Other brands will keep competing. We are competing. They are competing. It is a highly competitive industry. So competition keeps going on. You have to keep moving forward. Otherwise, you will be left behind.
Freedom Sunflower Oil, which is owned by Gemini, is become the number 1 brand by market share across India. As per the data published by AC Nielsen, they are the market leaders in market research. So we are number 1 by market share. Despite being present only in 4 states of South India, we are number 1 all India basis. And we also spoke about the future plans of Gemini, that we are the fastest growing company in vegetable oil sector over the last 10 years. We have had a good growth in consumption in terms of volumes, turnover, top line, bottom line on all fronts. And also we are growing in the neighboring states of Chhattisgarh. We're going to expand in terms of our markets, and Tamil Nadu we're going to launch our brands. And also we spoke about IPO, which is in process, where we'll be launching an IPO of 2,500 crores in which primarily the private equity investor, which is Protera, he will be liquidating. So that's what we really spoke about today. Any questions if you have, I'm willing to answer. You see, we have over the last 12 years, we built 3 plants. We had 1 plant, we started with 1 plant in 2010. Then today we are having 3 plants. They're all state-of-the-art, most modern plants with the best refining technology and in terms of hygiene and quality of the product. Now we are also looking at growing on the hinterland area, which is Telangana, because we want to capture the local availability of vegetable oils for processing. And also it is close to our market of Telangana, where we are also leaders. So we want to start a plant here which will be an integrated plant from crushing to solvent extraction to refining. So it will be a sizable investment in Telangana. That's what we are planning.